We've got some excellent Overwatch action coming at you this evening. Tier 2 finals matchup here in our D9 Community Tournament playoffs. This one between Hatefull 88s and Illusion University. This is a rematch of our semifinals. Before we get into all that, I do have Chef Billy here in the booth with me today.
What is up, everybody? Merry Christmas.
You're going to have Hatefull coming out with that Lucio, able to get some positioning here on the objective first. As you can see, the whole team managed to get on there. Horizon's going to go ahead and swap over to a Doomfist here in the early stages of this. Tried to turn his attention to the backline, didn't find much, punched his way onto point, but with a nice wall, they're able to block off Super, and he gets taken down, split off from the rest of his heals. And it is Hatefull 88s coming out the gate strong, finding first blood. They're going to get first capture started here directly. In the meantime, you still have Horizon in the background, finds that kill onto Spee. Mercy sent back to spawn, Super trying to come in and make something happen. No such luck there. And we do get Hatefull coming up with that first percentage.
You know, good first engagement there. They did not want to waste any time getting their hammers swinging.
Oh, Hatefull definitely have the tools in the bank to defend here. We'll see if it can be overcome. Blizzard's going to come out directly, and that's going to find 3, make that 4 members of Illusion, and they just start dropping like flies. Cheekbutt swinging for the fences, finding himself a couple kills. Plum Juice investing that Coalescence as well. And they make short work of Illusion here on that engagement. 50% on the board and counting. They still got that Earth Shatter. They still got Sound. They're going to go ahead and drop that Ant Matrix early at the door, but the wall's going to come out and defend against it. They use an early Immortality field as well, so that cooldown is used and gone. But it is Dark Matter coming up big. Those DPS duos, like we spoke of, showing up for their team. And you can see those arrows landing true as Dark Matter starting to warm up. Finding himself a few kills here in this engagement. And Illusion have stormed onto point with a 3-man advantage. They find that kill onto the Mei. But that clock is a ticking, 97% and counting on the board for Hatefull. 98 before they finally get it swapped over. So we are in one fight territory. Fortunately for Illusion, they're able to take that without using much ultimates. They've
great all the coming.
Woo! And a quick back and forth. Earthshatter's coming out from both sides, and Illusion coming up with the better end of the goods. Well, I say that Horizon able to counter back. One went down to the damage orb as well, but Pyrov with a fantastic barrage in there to start things off. Finds himself a couple before they're able to get through the doors. Now we're getting that Maywall coming out. Sigma is frozen. Reinhardt in a bit of trouble, but he is able to find that kill onto Rory, and they find the kill onto Hitman as well. Dark Matter once again coming in clutch for his team. He comes up with 2 big exit kills there. 40% on the
The Gravitic Flux ready for Nathan. This could be a very prolonged fight if they decide to stare out.
The sound barrier does come out. Great play coming out of Oxbow there. Keep his team alive through that Gravitic Flux. They're going to counter back with a Blizzard of their own. Tanks are caught. Pyrov is down. Super goes down as well. And it looks like Hatefull 88s have done it on the back of that fantastic Blizzard. Pigs, and we're in desperation mode. Here for Illusion, they're trying to get back on. Super comes down. He throws down yet another Earth Shatter, able to build that up pretty quick, and he finds himself a couple, but there's not enough reinforcements there to take advantage. Fire has come back in, tried to throw a barrage, but gets icicled right out of it. Graviton Surge coming out from Hatefull as the members of Illusion try to come through that door. They find nothing but pain. Horizon coming with a pair of kills to close thing out. It's Hatefull going up 1-0 here on Lijiang Tower. Woo! Into Gardens. They're going to be putting Hitman on the McCree. We're going to see a little Genji with Moira and Lucio to keep the team topped off. So we're getting a Genji with no honor here. Illusion trying to pass around through life. And Hitman coming up with first blood. Finds the kill onto his counterpart. We are getting the pharmacy out of the other side. And Hitman finds the headshot onto that Pharah. Wings clip, turns his attention to that Mercy. But he gets taken out. Super there to keep his Mercy alive. Oh no, Plum Juice did get that final blow. So Illusion now trying to storm onto point. 3 men down. Just looks to be a pair of tanks and a Lucio here on the objective. I think they're going to try to stall out for as long as they can, try to get some reinforcements back in, but the Moira and Reinhardt go down early. Zarya not far behind. Dark Matter did manage to open things up with a kill, and they have Pyrov back on this Doomfist. He's not going to last long, though. And then Dark Matter gets stunned. Hitman coming up with a win in that duel once again.
The big difference I see right now is Zarya's. Nathan is about, yep.
Yep, and here comes that Graviton Surge. You nailed it. Coalescence coming out from both sides here to try to make something happen in that Graviton Surge. But a nice Earth Shatter comes out, and that lands good. The hammer finds 4, and it is just clean up from there as Hatefull 88 storm into the elevators and just mow over Illusion there.
Right.
coming back. Hitman's going to open up and try to Deadeye, but the Earthshatter comes out the other way. I believe that found 2, and they get 2 kills on the back of it. Dark Matter's going to go ahead and invest his Deadeye in as well. That picks up Cheek Butt. Pyro finding 1, and it is Illusion coming. Hatefull has that Genji Blade online, ready to go. You see him pathing around through light side, aggressing on a point. Hitman coming up with first blood. That blade's going to come out immediately as he goes to swing and gets Dark Matter down, but they lose Oxbow and they lose X29 in the process. Oh, and a nice! Getting 2 kills with 1 swing. Rory threatening to bring this thing back, but Coalescence coming out on the other side. Speed doesn't want to let that happen. Hitman tries to dive himself onto point, but he had no life with which to make anything happen. They're going to turn their attention on to Miss Plumjuice. She is quickly sent back to spawn, and Illusion maintaining control here. 46% and it matters in your own hand. Dark Matter absolutely showing up here. As we have seen, Rory switching over to that McCree. Oh, we get Super with a nice Earthshatter comes out. That finds 3, and immediately 3 members make that 4 of Hatefull are sent back to spawn. Rez does come through onto that Reinhardt. He's on the objective, but he does not last long as the entirety of Illusion turned their attention onto our German friend, and he was sent back to join his teammates in the spawn. They do have that barrage online and ready to go. Oh, and a nice boom sends Dark Matter into the pit while he's dead-eyeing. What an outrageous play. Heads up from Hitman. He's going to go in and try to drop his barrage, but he gives his life in the process. No damage coming through. Overtime Wick is a burning, and Hatefull coming up with some kills. Oxbow and X29 each finding success. Now they're trying to get the Lucio riding around on the high walls. He drops with a quickness, turn their attention onto that Moira. The overtime Wick of burning. I think Hatefull have managed to get this thing back. We do have just one. So Rory's going to go ahead and drop his Deadeye early way back. It's got a lot of skulls, and he finds 3. What a Deadeye! And then Pyro tries to jump on him with a Meteor Strike, and he rolls out of the way, hits the flashbang, takes out Pyro. What a play coming out of Rory, and that is going to give them the map. Hatefull 88's going up 1-0.
Absolute filth from Horizon. Hatefull 88's over Illusion, Tier 2. We are in the Tier 2. For everybody out there, this is Tier 2. This is the Platinum Low Diamond tier, for those that don't know. You know, underneath 3250 maximum SR.
It looks like we are getting that Symmetra pick coming out of Illusion here, as they are going to start us off on the offense. No big surprise there. I expect to see them teleport directly onto point, maybe some cheeky workarounds. They're also going to bring Pyro on that May, so looking for more utility coming out of the DPS lineup here on map 2 out of Illusion. On the side of the defense, Hatefull bringing us a little Ryan Zarya. They're going to have Burr on that Hanzo. They're going to have a May of their own, as you see that wall coming up immediately, as Nathan got caught on the wrong side of the tracks there. Hitman coming up with first blood and a quick reset coming out of Illusion.
Well, it was a cheeky charge from Cheeky Butt. See what I did there?
I see what you did there.
He was waiting. He was waiting for him inside of the restaurant.
Second onslaught as they make their way onto the objective. Hatefull giving up that front door. They trade blows as we are at a 5v5, but Hatefull do lose their Baptiste, so no more Immortality Field there. Cheekbutt trying to run off, but he's got 3 members of Illusion on him, swarming around him. Can they find that kill? He is in a lot of trouble over here. He might just make it out. Oh, no, he's not going to be able to make it out. But on the front lines, Rory does find the pick onto Pyroff, so no more May there. As those 3 straggling members of Illusion now kind of look lost. All right, Reinhardt has met up with them. We're going to have 4 members of Illusion trying to make their way on a point. Maywall's going to come and split off the Moira from the rest of the team, and you had that May hiding up in this little courtyard area. Fortunately, Ryan Shield was there. She was not able to get much done, and Dark Matter winning the Hanzo duel on the front lines. Transcendence comes out from the defense as they look to try to stave off this assault. Maywall coming up, but Illusion just walks right around it. They're going to go ahead and invest Coalescence. Earthshatter coming out from Cheekbutt, and he manages to find nothing but a shield. Tries to charge in and gets taken out. They do lose Super in the process. That Zenyatta coming up with a big kill. Excuse me, Cheekbutt is still standing here, so forgive me for that. And Burr coming back, finding a kill. Horizon finding a kill as well. They might just threaten to turn this thing back over with Cheekbutt still on point. He does have a couple of members of Illusion on him right now, but it's just a May, Lucio, and Moira. They're trying to make things happen. They're battling this Tracer now. And it does look like Illusion will emerge victorious after a pretty good stall coming out of Hatefull 88 here on point A. All right, now we're getting the teams clashing on the stairs here. Illusion does have that Blizzard online, Graviton Surge, Earth Shatter, as well as a Sound Barrier. Coalesce is not far behind. A lot of tools in their bank. Cheekbutt coming up on a second Shatter. Oh, and Super gets grinded down, caught off from his heels by that Ice Wall. And now Hatefull 88 is just pouring forward. We have Dark Matter on that Tracer. A little bit of a revenge kill. But he's on an island, out by himself there. All right, he is going to be forced to reset. Good news for Illusion, though. They held on to the majority of those ultimates. Not just take any more time off this clock, because we're going to clash over Stairwell once again. Both Earth Shatters online, ready to go. First one comes out from Cheekbutt. It does not find much, just the shield of Super. And he goes in swinging. They drop him AWOL, try to divide the team up. Now they're going to make their way up that stairs, but he gets frozen. Heals coming through as you see that heal orb going up the stairs, keeping that team topped off, forcing that ice block out as a Blizzard coming out of Dark Matter. I'm sorry, coming out of Pyrov there. He pays for it with his life, but they do manage to get that kill onto Hitman. Now they're going to aggress on a point. 4v5. Illusion trying to make something happen here, throwing an Earth Shatter down. He got booped back, gave plenty of time for Cheekbutt to get his shield up. No damage done from that Earth Shatter, dueling Coalescence. Well, Coalescence coming out from Hatefull, that is. Manages to find Super, find Nathan. Hatefull 88's holding strong here on point B.
Man, that was a lot of ult investment there. They thought they had the upper hand. They
that high ground, which can be a massive advantage here on point B Hanamura, but they just weren't quite able to capitalize. Like you said, they were investing ultimates already. They were one man down in the fight, had already lost 2 of their teammates, and now we're getting Graviton Search coming back out as Illusion tries to move directly on a point this time. 2 blows for each side, 4v4 here on the objective. Coalescence coming out. They've got Zarya trapped in a corner. They're going to find that kill as Pyro is swapped over to a Reaper. And he made short work of that Zarya. Now the Mei ice blocking on the objective, trying to stall as long as possible. No permanent progress picked up just yet here for Illusion. And Super goes down. That could be disastrous for this assault. Pyro going low, and he's going to drop as well. Carrot finding that final blow with a nice damage orb. A little help from that Wrecking Ball. And Hatefull holding on strong here on the defense. Just a $135 left on the clock. Mei waiting with the wall. Oh, they did a good job of baiting it out. Just kind of put a foot in and backed right back out, baited out that wall. But Hitman had Blizzard online ready to go. They catch 2 members with that, and very quickly those 2 members are sent right back to spawn. Attention turned to Pyrov, and he does not last long, not able to counterpunch back. And now they are chasing the members of Illusion all the way off the side. Rory and Cheekbutt just chasing them down there. Very comical play coming out of our Reinhardt and Lucio here on the side of Hatefull 88. Illusion's got 3 ultimates online here to defend with just 20 seconds on the clock. We've got an Earth Shatter as well as a Death Blossom coming up. Coalescence here on the side of Illusion as they push right onto point. Both Earth Shatters ready. In fact, we see the Reinhardt's going shield to shield. Oh, he gets stunned out of it. Super loses that Earth Shatter, and Cheekbutt lands his down. The Reinhardt and the Moira caught in that ultimate. They both drop, but they counterpunch back. Pyrov drops the Death Blossom onto point. Nice bubble to keep him alive through that. Dark Matter invested his dragons as well, and they find success on the back of this. Without their Reinhardt, I don't know if they're going to be... They're getting it. There's only 3 of them left on point. Super trying to come back on that Hammond. See if he can help out, but the respawn advantage coming through with a quickness supercharger, Sound Barrier, coming out as well as a Graviton Surge on the side of Illusion. Managed to catch that Diva. Meteor Strike coming out from the other side. Burr trying to counterpunch back, trying to stabilize here for the defense. 1 tick of progress picked up here for Illusion. The reinforcements are starting to make it back on point, but nice punch comes out. Hitman swapping over to that Bastion, finds himself a kill as well. Burr picking up a second, and that is as far as Illusion's going to be able to get. They got 37% on the board. Hoping it's going to be enough to tie up this match. But now we're getting Illusion on the defense with a Bastion of their own. They're running Bastion Symmetra here with the double shield tank line. A Mercy and a Baptiste, as you might expect here with this Bastion. But we got a Symmetra on the other side, and they teleport onto that roof, and they just go directly onto point with it. Now the members of Illusion are forced to come back, but Dark Matter opens up with 2 important kills, taking out that main tank, taking out that Lucio. Hitman trying to counterpunch back, though, finds 2 kills of his own. And it's going to be a 4v4 here on the objective. Dark Matter does tilt the balance in their favor, finding the kill onto Moira. Big chunk of their healing sent back to spawn. Just be able to get a res off. Super coming up with a big pair of kills. And after a bit of cleanup here, I think Illusion is going to hold on. Just the Zarya left on the objective. Great teleporter in place. They're able to get their reinforcements back on this objective with a quickness. And they're trying to make something happen here. Ant Matrix comes out from the other side. Super taking advantage of that ultimate and finds himself a kill onto Cheekbutt. That is going to stall out this aggression. But that Sim Wall coming out early, dividing off that point. And we do get Bluebird swapping over to that Reaper as they try to make, or Burbird, excuse me, making his way onto the point with those shotguns. But Nathan answering right back, finds himself a pair. right out of the gate. Without their tanks, there's nothing to block all of these damage pebbles coming out from Nathan. And they're able to clean up. Woo! What a long engagement, and Illusion emerging victorious here. 1 tick of progress picked up for Hatefull.
You know, it was absolutely crazy, the amount of heals going on, the amount of barriers going up. I'd be so shocked to see what the damage is right now.
Well, they switched to a Junkrat to try to counter this Bastion, and he leaps right on top of the bunker, but a great immortality field coming out of Bearman. He reads it like a book. Dark Matter then turns around and drops that ultimate. He's able to find 2. I think it's just going to be clean up from here as Illusion have a great presence on that objective. Charge came out of cheek butt, but I think it was just to try to escape, perhaps reset here. Yeah, now he's just kind of hiding back over by that Mega. We have that Reaper Junkrat coming in. Burr trying to go around towards the backside, see if he can find anything. We're going to get a Gravitic Flux coming out from the other side. That finds 3. What a huge Gravitic Flux! Picking up the important kills, finding both tanks and one of their supports. Now we might have a small window of opportunity here for Hatefull as they're looking to get back onto this objective. Those 2 kills they picked up, they've got the shorter run back time. They're going to have Tire coming up. Here comes a Graviton Surge. Are they going to get that Tire in there in time? Earthshatter came out as well and find 1. Cheek butt picking up 1. Death Blossom comes out. They are throwing everything in the kitchen sink at point A here. And they are going to manage to pick up point A. There's second tick down, third tick coming through. Point on the board here for Hatefull 88s. But they spent everything in their bank to make it happen. So I think this is just going to be a little bit of an economy push coming out, see if they can get anything out of Illusion. Any ultimate they can get will swing things back in their favor a little bit, kind of balance out this ult economy. They're going to go ahead and try to drop down. Pyrov opening up with first blood, finds the kill onto Rory. That's no more Immortality Field, no more Baptiste. He's not going to be building up towards that Ant Matrix anymore either. And with that very important pick, it looks like Hatefull is just kind of scattering now, running for their lives. Hatefull needs to regroup and come back in with a coordinated assault.
Absolutely. I think that the
DC.
I'm disconnected. I gotta wait for this T-Fight 2 finish.
Absolutely. Look at there, continue to press this. Hitman just walking up and down those stairs, and they're going to go ahead and run onto the objective. It's unfortunate timing on that DC as now there's only 5 of them on the defense, but it does not matter. Dark Matter opened things up with a kill. Pyrov looking to equal things out, but Dark Matter gets taken out by a nice grenade, or a nice mine rather, coming out of Hitman. He's not able to throw down that tank configuration ult. Rez coming through onto the Mercy. Pyrov does pick off the Mercy, not before she can get the Rez off. Hitman drops that tire, and Cheekbutt building back up towards that ultimate. He's not able to get much out of it, though. Pyrov had him caught in that corner. Turns his attention onto Burr with a nice final blow, able to pick him off with some wrist rockets there. And it looks like Illusion will hold here with the 5v6 on defense.
His dragons out, and actually they went into the ground.
Ooh, nice catch. I did not see that. We did get Burr swapping over to that Sombra, looking to come in, and Dark Matter gets the better end of the Junkrat this time, expecting that dive. Sombra tries to go in, and Hacken does get the hack off, and they're able to get the kill. Meanwhile, the front line moves on to the objective. Gravitic Flux comes out and places him right in the crosshairs of Dark Matter, and he burns him down. What a great play. Pyrov comes up with a big kill onto the Mercy. No res coming through this time. With just 33 seconds on the clock, Illusion have stood tall here on the defense. We do
have 3 ultimates on the side of Hatefull 88, so this could be dirty.
Yeah, we're pretty even now in the ult economy as we're coming into final fight territory. 5 seconds on the board. Hitman coming up with first blood as he finds the kill onto the Doomfist there. Graviton Surge coming out onto that high ground. Hitman coming up with his tire as well. Tank configuration comes out from the other side, but the tire finds 2. The tank got hacked. Burr coming up with that kill. And in the twilight hour, it is going to be Hatefull 88 coming up with that 37% and a 2-0 lead here in our final match. And this is absolutely one of my favorite maps. Habitual viewers of this channel will know. I think this is just one of the greatest maps ever made. Well, and with that armor buff, she is back in favor, no doubt. All those healing packs she can throw out provides just that much more protection. And Hatefull 88's trying to just storm onto point. They have X29 on that Reaper. He's in the backline, but he was chipped down super low. Pyrov coming up with that final blow. Finding first blood here, but Hitman answers right back, taking out the DPS in Dark Matter. So we're at a 5v5 here on point. Munchkin Carrot is going to tip the balance the other way, but Rory answers right back. With Spriggy coming up with that kill onto the Winston as we're getting dive coming out of Hatefull 88's here. It does throw the balance in the defense's favor, but they are quickly losing members. It's just 4 members of them left.
Metal dive. Super mobile with an armor buff with the wrecking ball.
Ooh, Super trying to throw an early Earth Shatter down. I think he just found the supports, but it was enough for them to find a couple kills. Pyro gets the all-important kill onto that opposing main tank. An Illusion standing tall so far here on King's Row. 2:45 left on the clock. They've got a Deadeye online and ready to go. They'll have a Graviton Surge coming up not too far behind. They're going to throw up an early wall, try to block off that Reinhardt, but he's able to shimmy right on around it, get back into the safety of the rest of his team. But Oxbow coming up with good early pick. Deadeye coming out from the other side. Is Dark Matter going to find anything but shields? He does! Catches 2 as Burr stuck his head out inside a hotel. At just the wrong moment. Trigger gets pulled. Now he's turning his attention on that Ana. Great flashbang and fan. The hammer takes the Ana out of the battle. Made chip down to 1, forced to use that ice block. And Super's going to find that kill onto Oxbow. Illusion once again holding strong here. Just under 2 minutes on the clock. As we are seeing Ana here out of both teams, I love to see the Grandma Healer here. We are going to get Hatefull pathing around through Hotel. Ice Wall initially comes out, but they didn't quite manage to block him off. Nevertheless, Oxbow goes down super low, but they trade out for their McCree. Main tank down, but no damage dealer, or at least 1 damage dealer down here for the defense. They're going to get the kill onto Burr. Earthshatter comes out, but the May Ice Block is there. No success from the Earthshatter, nevertheless. Good wall coming up from Pyrov. They split off X29 from the pack and find that. With a nice late pick. Going to stall out this assault even more as we have less than a minute left on the clock. Look at all these ultimates online here for the defense.
Oh, I don't know, Burbird. Going into the McCree of Dark Matter, that might not be a very good idea, sir.
And they have no mercy here, as well as that hero has been banned out, so there's no pocket for that far either. We're going to get Blizzard to start things off from the defense. Finds Oxbow. No more main tank. Just 30 seconds left on the clock. You had X29 trying to just push all the way into the back line, but he's not able to find much success. Gets 1 kill. But then they turn and pounce on him. Nano boost coming out onto that Reinhardt. Just a Moira in the back line. Hatefull 88's looking really scattered on this attack. Just 10 seconds on the clock. We're getting Hitman over onto that Hog. They do have an Earthshatter online. This one's going to have to be big. Good pick coming out to Spriggy. Spriggy was holding that Graviton Surge. That could have been the fight-winning ultimate that Illusion needed. But it swaps the other way, flings back the other way, and it is going to be Hatefull picking up first point here with the overtime wick burning. They're just going to dive right on into point B here. Pyro coming up with first blood, but Hitman answers right back. Get X29
Hitman
onto...
hooked him out of his high noon. He hooked him out of his high noon.
Oh, did he really? Oh, wow, what a pick. What a pick coming out of Hitman. We're going to get Earthshatter coming out, but it gets blocked. Super not able to find anything of that. Actually, Earthshatter's coming out from both sides. I don't think either found much success. Transcendence came out on the side of the offense. Rory throwing that in. And then Burr able to find 2 with that barrage. Perhaps the Pharah wasn't so bad after all. X29 coming up with a couple good exit picks as well, building up towards that Death Blossom. Burr going to swap over to that Genji.
You know, Burr did get 2 with his barrage there, but the economy was there. X292 actually got 3 kills in the exit in the interim. So, you know, I'm looking for a I don't know. This has been back and forth here. Illusion looked really good at the very beginning of the fight and all the way to overtime, and now it looks like they dropped the controller on the ground or something. They're very disorganized, very scattered.
Yeah, they're just now kind of starting to get their feet planted a little bit here on point B. First engagement looked really rough. Super drops early, though. Oxbow finding the first blow. They're going to counter back. Pyro trying to counterpunch with a Blizzard. That's going to find a ton of members of Hatefull. He's got 4 frozen in there. But Coalescence comes out, trying to keep that team topped off. They're going to throw Graviton Surge in there, see if they can help up. But that Coalescence is still going, still healing those members. Nevertheless, they find the kill onto Rory. They find X29 as well, but Pyrov drops. Burr coming up with that big dash, finds that final blow. As they wait for the reinforcements to come back in. Looks like
3-man shatter coming out.
Yes! Super finding success with that one, and he builds up a very fast shatter. X29 and Hitman answering back. Good hook comes out. X29's going to go ahead and invest that Death Blossom. We had Sound Barrier coming out from the other side, but it was not enough to keep Spriggy topped off, as he is going to fall into the weight of those DPS duo. Now it's just a Lucio on point trying to stall, but Hatefull in control here as the overtime wick is burning at the end of point B. They've got that Discord up on. Speed not going to last long. As he sees his healers drop, Super is going to be forced to retreat back here. We have Burr with that Blade online. They've got an Earth Shatter on the side of the offense as well. Pyrov has that Blizzard, though. Who's going to find success with the minimal ultimates we have here? Got Burr poking and prodding on that high ground. He's going to jump into that back line. Good Sleep Dart comes out onto Spee, or is it Earth Shatter that came out? Excuse me. That flattened Spee and several members of Illusion there. Transcendence coming out from the other side. They did get frozen up. They're forced out that ultimate. Graviton Surge now comes out. This could be the ticket they're looking for. Spriggy finds one, but they lose Munch and Carrot. So still they are a little bit down here. I think a one-man advantage on the side of the offense as they continue to press around. They're going to have to charge into a juiced-up Zarya, and Super has made it back into the battle. Now here comes that Blizzard. They find at least one Plum Juice going down, but the rest of the team seem to back out. Blade dropped in the backline, but does not find any success. Spriggy coming up with that kill. He is still just charged to the heavens, glowing like a Christmas tree. Minute, 10 seconds on the clock. Final fight coming up. We got Death Blossom. We've got Whole Hog online here for the offense. We've got an Earth Shatter coming out as we speak for the defense. Didn't seem to find much. Hitman answering back with a Whole Hog of his own, and Transcendence once again coming out early. They force out that ultimate, but he keeps building up that quickly. It's not going to matter. Good charge comes out, and Super finds that kill. X29 goes down, Oxbow goes down. The Illusions have gotten good progress made here, and it looks like they have the reinforcements to make this happen as they whittle down the front line of Hatefull 88s. I think they are going to hold, barring a miracle coming out of Hatefull. We had a last-minute Sound Barrier coming out of Plum Juice. Not going to be enough to make an impact. It's as far as Hatefull is going to make it here on Kings Row. The side of the defense. Looks like Hatefull bringing us a little Reinhardt Orisa. The new double barrier coming out. They're going to have Hanzo and May to do the killing with Moira and Baptiste to keep the team alive. Now, I'm not exactly sure, but it looks like a couple of their members are straggling in the back line. All right, Hatefull pushes on the point. Super open up with two big picks there. Our Illusion is pushing on the point there. Excuse me. Pyro finds a pair of picks as well. Dark Matter comes up with one. And Illusion opening up strong here on Kings Row. Managed to build up towards that Coalescence. Oh, Pyro overextends, goes down a little early here. And Hitman already got that Shatter online. He's going to go ahead and drop it, and he finds two. What a great Earth Shatter coming out of that Reinhardt. And then they just press forward with that man advantage. Member of Illusions circling all the way around. Look at this attack as they throw the teleporter down, and they're coming in from the backside, forcing Hatefull kind of into the defensive posture here. But Hitman opening things up with a good charge. Burke going to go ahead and throw those dragons in. 4 kills, lighten up the feed. And Hatefull 88s hold strong despite the clever tactics coming out of Illusion here. Doors. Super does have that Earth Shatter online, but Hitman coming up on another one already. Photon Barrier comes out as they look to push forward, divide this team off. Members of Hatefull are forced back behind that entire thing. Shatter comes out, it finds 3, but a counter Shatter comes out from the other side. And that puts Super on his backside, lying on the ground. He gets sent back to spawn. He's easy pickings for the members of Hatefull 88. Coalescence coming out, and that's going to find the kill into Dark Matter. 2 men up. Hatefull is going to aggress forward. Big Meteor Strike coming out, finds 2 on the exit. But we still have 4 minutes on the clock here for Illusion to find an answer to point B. No, it was Xbox Party that died. Fortunately, I still had my mic coming through. I was able to solo cast there for a little bit. Man, I'm glad you're back, though. All right, let's get back into this action. Coalescence, Graviton Surge coming out as well as a Meteor Strike. And Illusion just throwing everything in the kitchen sink at him. Sound Barrier coming out as well. 4 ultimates in quick succession. And they get the Space Jam in. They find those kills. And they get this payload moving, trucking right through point B.
Think about not being so So forward with this.
We got Pyro on that Doomfist trying to dive in and find something onto the Moira, but was not having any luck, forced to back out. In fact, X29 is going to find him on the exit. He's not going to make it out alive. Dark Matter is going to drop as well. You have Burr on that Hanzo up on the high ground, just raining arrows down into the members of Illusion. And they had no answer for him in that engagement.
You know, and I'm looking at it, you know, there's a lack of range on the side of Illusion right now. There's a lack of range attack. And that might be what's stalling them out a bit.
Well, Hitman is going to go down early. That's the start that Illusion was looking for. But Super drops as well to a volley of storm arrows coming out of Burr there. Nevertheless, Illusion going to try to continue forward. We do have the Orisa still standing, so a bit of a main tank presence, frontline presence on this side of Hatefull. And they're going to go ahead and invest that Meteor Strike. That finds Spriggy. Zarya's back into spawn, trying to turn his attention now to the support line, but he gets found out. He gets taken down as he way overextended back around both corners and out of the sight of his. Illusion trying to press back in here, but they're kind of separated off. You can see Pyrov way in the back line trying to duel back there, while the front line is up here around Bookstore. Illusion just needs to reset and get everybody back on the same page. Otherwise, this is going to be a recurring theme as Hatefull 88's just pressing this assault. Great pick, though. Spriggy coming up big. That could be just the ticket they're looking for. They've got 3 ultimates online with the Graviton Surge, Death Blossom combo. No Hitman there, no Reinhardt, and here comes that Graviton. That finds several members. The Orisa able to fortify out of it, though. They do pick up the kill on the Burr, so big chunk of damage sent back to spawn, and they're continuing to press forward here. Reinhardt just now making it back up, and we'll see if we can get a hold here at the end of point B, just under a minute on the clock. Supercharger coming out from the defense coalescence as well as they try to stave off this aggression. Sound Barrier coming out on the other side. Punch and Carrot going to go ahead and invest that in. They do still have coalescence. But with that Supercharger there, Death Blossom comes out. Dark Matter finds 1, finds 2. He's down to 5 health. He does get taken out in the air, but the damage may have been enough. Munching Carrot coming up with 2 big picks on that Lucio. And that will buy them the space they need. Gong shall ring. Point B coming through. 2 points on the board here for Illusion.
Bang a gong, you're all gone. But they could actually drop with you here and maybe just split through there.
Hammer comes down from Hitman, and it is good, finding 3 members. The bubbles are there to keep that team topped off. Dark Matter comes through on that Reaper just to make sure they don't get much, and 2 kills lighten up the feed. Spriggy and Carrot finding success, and the 2-man advantage here as they can smell victory standing on the square. Kills just continue to light up as Dark Matter standing there with both shotguns torn towards that Moira. She does not last long. Now they've got a good wall up. Nobody can get there to touch. And don't look at that. That is Illusions coming up with the victory. They're bouncing back here, folks. They got the goose egg off the board.
I want to see it.
It's been an outstanding tournament all around, but this tier in particular has been so competitive. I've seen just a lot of great coordination, a lot of great team play. And we mentioned it earlier in this tournament, but you know, if we didn't tell you it was tier 2, if you were just watching some Overwatch, I don't think there's any way, I personally would not guess that these are platinum players here.
I want to thank all of them for putting this tournament on. Absolute fun, and our pleasure to cast it.
Absolutely. I could not agree more. Well, Dark Matter already making his presence known on that Widowmaker, finding first blood and forcing the members of Hatefull 88 back into the courtyard area. Super's going to find himself a kill as well as Oxbow is sent back to spawn. Oh, nice shot coming out of Dark Matter. Hits Hitman after he's using that coach gun, flying backwards, catches him out of the air. Rez does come through. And you did get the Baptiste up there trying to harass the Widowmaker. Drops back down. Mercy's going to come in and top him off. It was the 8 body shot from that sniper. But on the front line, X29 found the pick onto the Orisa. They drop the Supercharger out. That combined with the damage coming out of that Reaper was too much for Illusion to handle. And back to spawn they go. Yeah, we're getting the Ant Matrix coming out from the defense. Coalescence coming out from the offense. Pyro in there, in deep, dueling with that Ashen there, I believe that is on that right side. No, it's the Reaper over here. Oh, that... Oh! He gets the headshot as he tried to go into Death Blossom, it looked like. It does not look like he spent it, but I swear I saw him start that ultimate, and he got headshotted. It looks like the game is going to let him keep it as he still has it online and ready to go. Pyro, nevertheless, following through the big kill onto Hitman. And they are marching this thing right on through. Big contest coming through at the very end. Just less than 4 meters for Illusion to go to get that first point on the board here in Rialto. And X29 does drop that Death Blossom this time. It finds 1, but the kills still light up the other way. Illusion coming through. And they are steamrolling right over point A into point B. They go. Now we got Hatefull 88 holding on this strong corner. See him sitting up on the high ground. That damage boost and Mercy just helping that team lay a bunch of damage down. Supercharger coming out in that vein as well. Oxbow drops to the low ground, has that Gravitic Flux online. He's going to go ahead and drop it in that corner. I think he got two with that, Lucio and the Hog. No, it looked like the Hog just barely managed to escape out of it. Nevertheless, that Lucio is back in spawn, and they've lost their Orisa as well. Hatefull 88's holding strong here on this big corner in point B.
You know, I think that Hitman swapping off of the Reaper and going onto this Junkrat, big move, big, powerful move for them. That spam damage, he's just launching himself in and above the shielding coming from Illusion, so keep an eye on him.
Carrot coming up with a big pick. The Baptiste finding the head of the Orisa. Main tank shut down behind. Definitely have what they need in the bank to put up another good hold. Hitman going to open up with that tire. Oh, he got stuck on the railing, and Dark Matter finds the kill onto the tire. That was huge, as he was going to drop that right onto the heads of the entirety of Illusions. Instead, he tries to throw himself down, and Dark Matter finding the kills with the Storm Arrows there. Ant Matrix comes out from the other side. We're able to find one pick on that. But the payload is still trucking and has made it around this very difficult corner. Bob is coming out on the side of the defense here. He's going to eat a flurry of Storm Arrows. Spriggy dropping that whole hog. He finds himself a kill onto the main tank. And it is full steam ahead here for Illusion.
Absolutely, I mean, just a good sequence of shielding, little ebb and flow, give and take. Man, Sound Barrier coming out, or sorry, Immortality Barrier coming out from the Care Peel kept up his team for a good long time, but man, just too much aggression coming out from Illusion here. They're looking very strong here on point B, about to go to point C.
So far, and they are en route to put up a great time overall. Now, we all know how difficult this Cathedral can be to take. In fact, it is Hatefull opening up with two good kills, but Pyrov answering right back. Oh, nice hook! Pulling the Sigma down, but the bubble is there to keep him alive. And that interesting Sigma Zarya composition we are seeing out of the defense right now. Coalescence coming out, as well as Sound Barrier. Both support ults used on the side of the offense. We got Tire coming around from the other side, and it finds Hitman. Good play coming out of that Junkrat to shut this thing down just after they invest those two support ultimates as well. Now they've got Illusions kind of caught in this small room. The front line trying to hold the objective, but we're getting a Gravitic Flux coming out from Oxbow, and that finds both of those tanks. Spriggy and Super sit back to spawn. Nice rock finds the head of Munching Carrot. Oxbow picking up that exit. We were talking about that momentum, and they used a lot of ultimates there to get a bunch of nothing, and I am concerned that they just lost that momentum there on that last engagement, investing all of that. And Hitman's going to come in and pick up the big kill despite the Supercharger on the other side. It is the 88s finding two opening picks. They're going to turn their attention onto Pyrov on that Doomfist. He does manage to get a kill onto Hitman, but he gives his life for it. Carrot not able to jump away fast enough. Hatefull 88's holding on strong. Just 70 seconds on the clock here for Illusion to find that momentum.
Absolutely. I think, that they could be using, a little bit more verticality instead of just trying to slam into them the whole time. I think, maybe a well-placed Pharaoh would be good here.
Or even trying to get Dark Matter up onto that high ground. Instead, he tries to just run right through the choke, gets caught in a Graviton Surge, and then yet another tire coming out of Hitman. How fast does this guy build up these tires? Holy cow.
He's gotten three on this little hold alone.
And now there's just 30 seconds on the clock. Can't leave anything. It's all got to go into the battlefield, and here they go into the backline. Coalescence starting things off. Pyrov with a nice slam down, finds the kill on to X29, and he was holding that Bob. So they send that Bob back to spawn before he gets a chance to get thrown into the battle. And on the back of that, Meteor Strike coming out, and they're able to find those kills. Overtime Wick is a burn, though, as we enter into the Cathedral. That Bob's still online, as well as a Valkyrie here for the defense. Just Ant Matrix on the side of Illusion on the offense. Valk coming out early. Pyrov punches himself right into a Junkrat trap. Hitman realizes it and turns around and finds that final blow, and he is 96% towards another tire. Here it comes, and they're all grouped up right on the back of point, and it finds three. The tire is huge, and that is going to spell doom. That is all she wrote here for Illusion. 81 meters is all they're going to be able to pick up. So they go on the offense, hoping it's going to be enough to send us to Marithia. Illusion's going on the defense now with the traditional double shield combo and the Orisa Sigma. They've got May and that Widowmaker, Dark Matter, over to the Sniper once again, trying to make an impact here on point A. On the side of the offense.
Oh, God.
That got nasty quickly. X29 opened up a couple picks. We are seeing the new version of this double shield composition, as I was starting to say, here on the offense. We've got Hanzo Bastion, excuse me, putting that hurt down. X29 already making his presence known, 70% towards that Dragons. He's leading the server with ult charge. They got that Amp Matrix coming up online directly as well. Looking for that Widowmaker in the back. A little bit of Hanzo Widow duel. He finds one arrow, but who's going to get the final shot? It is X29 getting that final shot and finding that kill. Dark Matter did open things up with a pick, though, so it did equalize back, but X29 turns his sights to that Moira. Moira goes down. To a flurry of storm arrows. Now those dragons are coming out right into the heart of the tank line. That's going to find 3. What excellent play coming out of X29. He got 5 kills there in that engagement and just cleaning house here on this Hanzo.
Absolute filth coming out from X29 there.
All right, Illusion just going to drop directly on a point. They drop that Immortality Field Coalescence coming out as they just throw their entire team onto the objective. But unfortunately for them, there's a Supercharger ready and waiting. And they just land into a hail of damage coming out of Bastion and company. And they do not last long here on this corner.
Their backs are against the walls. They're trying to do whatever they got to do.
Hitman's going to throw in that tank configuration, but Spriggy's going to counter back with the Gravitic Flux. Doesn't look like he got too much as the Immortality Field was there. And now Amp Matrix coming out from Carrot as well. Spriggy finds one, but Blizzard coming out from the defense. Are they able to do anything with it? No! X29, once again, the X Factor here on Rialto. Coming up with 2 big picks as they try to aggress forward and take advantage of that Blizzard. Dragons coming out from the other side. I'm sorry, Dragons coming out from X29. That was an interesting placement on those Dragons. Now the Dragons coming out from Dark Matter, and it does find his counterpart. That res will come through. They have 2 points on the board, and they are full steam ahead with just under 5 minutes on match point. He's swapping to the Dwarf. We'll see what happens. Supercharger coming out. Good Halt comes through, and the Earth Shatter. What a combo! What a massive shatter! Holy cow! Oxbow coming up big. 4 kills by himself. Make that 5. Make that 6. Oxbow coming up with a big ace on the Reinhardt. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Freaky kidding me?
He is coming out with a vengeance, and they're going to ride the back of this momentum. They can smell victory. They don't even have to take it all the way home. Hitman coming up with success, finds a kill with the turret. He's got the headshot, and they have the momentum. They have the wind at their back, and they are full steam ahead. Dive coming out on the side of Illusion as they desperately try to stall this thing out, try to see if they can get their feet planted. X29 with the big Dragons on point. That's going to take Munching off the objective. They're coming back in with that ball, hoping he can do something. Hitman just running around wild with his hammer, hoping he can find something. Coalescence is coming out from the defense. They're desperately trying to make a play, and another Earth Shatter comes out. Oxbow picking up 2 more. This Reinhardt is absolutely on fire, absolutely popping off. 1 by 1, they try to contest. They're desperately trying to hold on, but it will not be enough. It is Hatefull 88s picking up the win. They are your Tier 2 champions in the 3-1 victory here over Illusion.
Oh, man, what a sequence of events. Oxbow absolutely deserved this.
Oh, I can't wait to see this from his point of view.
Oh.
The halt, the big halt to pull them all into that. He gets 2 immediately with the fire strike, and then turns his attention here, gets the nice pin, comes up with the ace. That was huge. You can expect to see that on a highlight reel.